voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Daniels from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Daniels on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
An option give to Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Quick throw right side. this down to the 7-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Out of the gun, Daniels. The back's got it. Touchdown, Washington. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Play fake here, Daniels. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Daniels back to throw. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Still has room inside the 15. Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are tackled close to their own end zone. But the important thing is they got that football back. So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles facing a deficit near the break. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Hurts trying again on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Staying with Robinson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
To throw, Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
He's throwing for it! Escapes the pocket. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. 63. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast. Hurts now on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on
You
his
gotta
own
do better,
side
bro.
at the 49. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. First and 10, around to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another carry for Robinson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Daniels from the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
I gotta walk you down.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive. From the gun, it's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Covey now to return this. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Hey, call for help.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Hurts now from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they make the tackle at the 38. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Now Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Thank you.
Oh man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Thrown on the, they get it right back. That's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They've got to keep moving quick here. From the 25 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception.
Thank you.
Has got it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play.
Thank you.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders.